Hello YouTube, it's me again. Thankfully I remembered to do a video this week. Yesterday I turned 26 weeks pregnant and I wrote down a few notes of stuff that's been happening, stuff that I've actually just been remembering from, something was actually from the beginning of pregnancy that I've forgotten to mention in other videos that I just didn't really think of, and then recently I thought of it and I start to put notes in my phone so hopefully I can remember more of what's going on and everything. Um, so, first thing is, for the past few weeks actually, I've been breaking out in my hairline, like just in here. It's been getting a little bit better lately, but it got really bad at one point, and I've actually been breaking out just a little bit on my face. But for me, after I had my first daughter, it actually, my acne cleared up, like pretty much 100%, except for a few here and there. So that was nice because when I was a teenager, I had quite a bit of acne. So just that it cleared up was really nice. But now that when I'm pregnant, then I have stuff like this because I guess my hormones are just crazy. Excuse me, sorry. I am very bloated right now. I had tons for supper. We went to my husband's dad and stepmom's for supper, and they feed us a lot. And they always got dessert and stuff. It's just fantastic. So I'm just really bloated and I kind of burpy, which is kind of gross, but I can't do anything about it. Yeah, I actually have been having nausea for the past, I also should have mentioned this in my other video, for the past few weeks. Well, more so this last week and a little bit, and then one before that. Between lunch and supper. I think maybe it's because I get hungry, but because sometimes, I guess it depends on what I eat. Last time I ate pickles, and that didn't work to put my nausea away, so, yeah, so I've been getting some nausea, not nearly as bad as the first trimester. It's very bearable, but it's still irritating. Um, I've actually been getting more Braxton Hicks lately, like the last few days. Um, so that's kind of weird. And yesterday I was having some pain that's similar to what I guess was when I had a bladder infection. Not 100% sure if I did have a bladder infection because my midwife did not call it that. She just said I had a lot of blood in my urine. And usually when you do have blood in your urine, you have a bladder infection, except it has to, you also have to have, I think, leukocytes or whatever it's called. Something like that also in your urine. I think it's white blood cells or something like that. Like, it has to be accompanied by that in the urine too for it to be called a bladder infection. And usually I just have blood in my urine. But because it was so very high, the highest she's ever seen, and the highest that on the little dip strip that they do was the highest on there. I did mention this in the previous video. But because it was so high, she just automatically put me on antibiotics and sent it away for cultures to see if it grows bacteria. Usually when she sends off, like every time that I've had blood in my urine and stuff, it doesn't ever grow bacteria or anything, so it almost sounded like she said if it doesn't grow bacteria, it's not a bladder infection. I could be wrong about that, but that's just how she made it sound. But so I was having some of that kind of pain. It only lasted that one day, and I wasn't doing much that day. We actually did go to a family barbecue, but uh, I wasn't like, I didn't chase after my daughter there because I was having pain. So then my very awesome stepmom-in-law and my husband would let her run around a bit, and she didn't want to do all the fun stuff. They actually had a little bouncer and a little pool for them to play in and stuff like that, but she just freaked out for everything. She was just, I don't know, because also my oldest daughter went camping with my parents and my siblings and my mom's side of the family, actually. They thought that they would take her with because we didn't go this year or last. Actually, I stopped going for since I had kids because everything was just seemed too much for camping and financial part of it, because we would have to buy a tent and air mattresses and all sorts. So we thought, well, actually it was their idea, that it would be lots of fun for Zoe, which is my oldest, to go with camping. So she wasn't with us, and I think Ava, which is my second, I think she just was very off because, you know, she didn't have her sister there with her and stuff, and it was much quieter without my oldest one, actually, which is very weird because they weren't fighting or anything. My second would just go play nicely, and then my youngest he just does what he does. um, yeah, so she was just not happy there with that stuff. Basically, she just wanted to walk around in the backyard, and walking around, I did walk around with her a little bit, but I didn't want to overdo it with the pain and stuff. I didn't know what it was, so I just tried to relax more. That didn't work the best because with two kids at a barbecue, it's just kind of difficult to deal with. But yeah, there was that pain. Took me a long time to explain that, but yeah, I've actually been having swollen and sore taste buds on my tongue. I don't know why, but this actually started when I first got pregnant. This has not happened to me any of my other pregnancies, but with this pregnancy, certain things I eat, if it's spicy or even mustard or ranch or just anything, I guess vinegary or something, it actually burns my tongue, which really sucks, especially when I want to eat something and then it's got to burn. Ugh. I don't know why it's like that, but whatever. I also have sore gums on, which side is it now? Oh, I don't even remember. Oh, it is this side. I can kind of feel it a little bit, more so when I eat and stuff, but I've been having sore gums right here on these, right there. I think they're a little bit infected, but usually I've had this happen to me before. It just, I guess, more common when you're pregnant because you're more susceptible to stuff, and I don't know. I can't remember. I might be wrong, but whatever. Usually when I brush my teeth really good and, like, even though it hurts, just really give a good scrub, it actually goes away. So I'm planning to try and keep that up. And yeah. And I think, oh, excuse me, sorry. I think that is it for most of what happened this last week and stuff that I've forgotten. Yeah. Also, I do have postpartum depression from my second one, and that one has been doing a little bit of this lately, like up and down. Not too bad, so that's good because I'm not on medication, because I kept forgetting after having. Okay, so I have to explain this. I went on it after I had my second baby because that's when I got it. And then when I got pregnant with my son, I tried to go off it, but I couldn't because of how my depression was. So I had to stay on it throughout my whole pregnancy until I was 35 weeks. Actually, of course, I weaned myself off, but then 35 weeks, I was totally off of it. And then I waited till I had him, and then I tried to start taking it again, and I kept forgetting, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to try to see if I can go without it. Yeah, my doctor probably wouldn't like it if she knew that, but I haven't seen her for a while, because I see a midwife, so she makes sure I'm all good that way too, like with my postpartum depression. So then so I went off of it, and that was shortly before I got pregnant with this one. And then I decided I'm just going to stay off it throughout this pregnancy because they haven't done enough research for antidepressants during pregnancy. And my son came out with a lot of birthmarks, and I think that is why, because of the antidepressants. I could be wrong, but my other kids don't have any kind of birthmarks at all, and he has the stork bite here, the back of the neck. He's got one on his butt cheek. He's got little ones on his lower back, like a few little ones and stuff. So I just felt like it'd be safer if I could be off of them for this pregnancy. And I do, you know, I try to be very conscious about it, and that if I do see that it's getting worse, that I talk to somebody, that I do something about it to make sure that, you know, I'm all good and my kids are safe and everything. So I really try to do that, because the reason why I went on them was because I didn't hesitate or nothing. I want to make sure that my kids are safe. So regardless, I make myself very aware, and my husband too. So then we just, you know. And also, someone gave me the idea of mommy timeouts, which I just step away from the situation for a few minutes. Well, not too long, but just, you know, take deep breaths and then calmly deal with stuff. So it's actually going pretty good. But there are times where emotionally I do feel like more sad or stuff like that. So that's, or just with any issues that come up, I get instantly like feeling so depressed that I don't want to move. But of course, when I do get these feelings, if it's just me at home, even if I do feel like I just want to sit there and I just can't move, if my kids need something, I'm always going to get them something no matter how I feel. So that's good. But then my husband was home today and I was getting very, very upset. So then he was very kindly helping me, and he always makes me feel better. So that's great that I have such an awesome husband to be there for me and help me through these times. So that's really good. Um, so yeah, that's kind of the emotional side of it, of what's been going on lately. But I think it's for the most part going pretty good. And for all you out there who don't know, I am Christian, and I have started to do devotions with my two oldest daughters. So that's something I'm really excited about, because then I sit them down and I am able to read them Bible stories out of this little preschool Bible. It's very cute, because they get so excited, and there's pictures in there, so they like to point at, like, if there's animals or anything, they like to. And then my one daughter just calls everything puppy, so it's kind of cute. Um, and it's some, you know, time that we can make sure that we're just sitting down, relaxing. It's only for a few minutes, because of course they can't sit long, still too long. So it's something that I've been doing with them lately, which is very nice. Um, yeah, and me and my husband always try to remember to read stories before bed to them, because we actually were forgetting to do that for a long time. So now we're back in the routine of it. So that's going good. I think that's about all that I have to say, but I will do a belly shot, because I do remember that. There have been other videos where I actually forgot to do a belly shot, and I just felt bad afterwards. Or there was the one time that I just went back, or made another separate video of my belly shot, but I'll get in this one if I can get up. I'm in my daughter's, well, this little one's room right now, and it is also the laundry room, so it is kind of a mess in here. Just in case you see a mess, just warning. Because, like, I don't know if you see that, it's her stuff there, and Chain's table with sitter. I don't even know if I'm pointing in the right spot. Sitter on the change table, whatever. So this is, with this shirt, it's a little more hard to see. I'm wearing, this is actually a maternity shirt I'm wearing with leggings. I really hope you can see this belly, the way I'm holding my phone and everything. That's my not 25, I'm behind. 26-week belly. It is right here. I'm trying to pull my shirt so you can see it better. It is gigantic. Honestly, I have a friend who is full term that is smaller than me. I don't know if you can hear that. I whispered, sorry. Who is smaller than me. She's full term, and it's just crazy. Now I'll do the bare belly shot, since I am wearing leggings, so it's not too bad. See my bare leggings? That is the bare belly shot. Ooh, and something I forgot to mention is that I am using, for my stretch marks, my terrible, terrible stretch marks, that they haven't really increased, but my skin is very smooth. I've been using coconut oil. Yep, that's my belly. Yeah, I've been using coconut oil for them, so I will see how that goes, and if it goes very well, then I will review it or just say how it's going, I guess, if I can. But or else, so far I haven't noticed a difference, and I don't know if I will. I also have other stretch mark everything, but for me, I'm prone to stretch marks because my mom, she's got lots of them, so it's like, I just really hope that some of it works. And because I'm young, I'm younger than what she was when she had her first. My mom was like almost 23. It was 10 days before her birthday, her 23rd birthday, that she had my oldest sister. And I'm 21 when I'm going to have my last. So hopefully, because I'm younger, maybe my skin will be better, but I don't know. So we'll see what happens. Okay, talk to you later.